Hey, Shalom Israel. Today is the 47th day of the Omer count, and we're not too far away from Shavuot, Feast of Weeks, First Fruit, Pentecost. And one thing that's been kind of going on around the net this year is a lot of talk about Azusa Street, because it is the 100th year anniversary of something that kicked off in 1906. And so one day this week during early prayer, it was brought to my attention, you should go check out and see what happened when this event actually took place. Because a lot of people will say, oh, this was, kind of similar to an Acts 2 event, which definitely there was power definitely released on that event. But one thing that a lot of people aren't aware of, when you go back and look at the dates in question, when William Seymour was preaching on April 9th, and an individual was clothed with power from on high. Then 3 days later, on April 12th, 1906, William Seymour himself was immersed with the Spirit. That a lot of people aren't aware that if you go and look this up, that it connects to the Spring Festival. Not Shavuot, but Passover / unleavened bread. Actually, the 9th day of April was the actual day portion of Passover, and that evening would have transitioned into the first day of unleavened bread, the day that Yah gave covenant with Abraham. 3 days later, on April 12th, is the 17th day of the first month. Anyone that knows the calendar knows that's the date of the resurrection. So the day that William Seymour, that Spirit came upon him, was the date of the resurrection. So I find this very interesting, and later on I'll do a more comprehensive history lesson on this whole thing, and especially with the appointed times. The reason why I want to bring this up is throughout history, biblical history and history in general, Yah, the Creator, does things on His calendar that we find in Leviticus 23. And so as we're preparing for Shavuot, this coming after the Shabbat this week, the next day will be Shavuot this year, the first fruit Pentecost, that the day, the anniversary of giving the Torah and the Ruach in Acts 2 being given as well, that we need to position our hearts and consecrate ourselves for this time and press in. I should mention, the night before William Seymour received the Spirit, he was up all night long praying and crying out to the Almighty to be baptized with power, and he received that. So this Shavuot, let us press in